What? What happened?
I just wanted to see what you do.
I thought your cat attacked you.
No. Not this time.
Oh my fucking god. Anyway, welcome back to the Wattpad Book Club. I'm your host, Phoenix, and today I got my co-host, Joline, who decided to break the function right now.
Yeah. Watch me get attacked later, though.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. You can't believe me.
I can't.
Don't lie to yourself.
You're not like this. This isn't you. Remember who you are.
What? I don't even know.
I don't know either. What if we just got like really serious and I'm like, wake up, Jolene, wake up, wake up, wake up. We're waiting for you, wake up.
Bro, I would wake up because I don't want to work no more. Lord, no. Imagine I wake up and it's like a worse job. I think I'd literally cry.
No, it'd be really crazy if we're in a coma this whole time and you wake up and you're like back in high school.
Honestly, I think that's the best case scenario.
Honestly, same.
I think I'd like to redo some things.
Honestly, me too. I could make a lot more money if I was back in high school.
Girl, we gotta do this entrepreneurship together. I guarantee you would be making hundreds each week.
Yeah. I'll be focusing on money and then also like the fact like, wait a minute, I gotta get all this merch before like it all goes away and then I have to pay double. Let's go! I can finally get that box standee I've always wanted.
Dude, I'd invest so much money in a bunch of crazy things.
Yeah.
I'd be so rich.
We'll be investing in Tesla and Dogecoin.
Absolutely not.
Okay, I was
not
trying to think of things that are that were
I'd
like
buy
popular.
Stock in Costco, and I'd wait.
Well, we'll bid on oil.
Oil. Jesus Christ.
I don't know, I'm just trying to think of things. But, fuck. How do we do segues again? Anyway,
speaking of things that we could invest in, we can invest our time and energy in this goddamn Bowluigi fix.
Yay!
God.
Dude, I still can't believe that I called the fucking thing about the crocodiles.
I was really surprised. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I was like, who? I remember when I first read it, I was like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I think I asked you about it.
Yo, who the fuck is this guy? No, I can't believe I called not because I know any Donkey Kong lore, like I played like Donkey Kong Country or anything like that. It's just because I played Super Mario Sluggers and that I just know the existence.
Super Mario Sluggers.
It's a good game, alright? Alright, well, I can't wait to see how this fucking plotline wraps up. Hold on, how do I function again? Let's go. I'm so glad I get to see, like, Wattpad on my screen, like, in black and not white. It's so nice. So nice on my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was recording with Lego, and for some reason, Opera has a weird glitch with this, like, the extension, where if you pull up a story, it doesn't want to show the title or any information of it at the top. And you have to put it back in light mode to see it, so my last recording was just all white. And I was just like straining my eyes. And I'm like, is that I was like, is that the word the? I can't fucking see.
Oh god.
Wait, hold on, I gotta make sure. Okay, I gotta remove that. My name is Wiglet. Hold on.
No.
I'm sorry, I was reading something.
What is that thing? I got the damn... It's that stupid, like, FNAF thing you showed me.
My name is Edwin. I made the mimic.
Edwin! No! I fucking hate Edwin.
What about David? He just wants some ice cream. And his name is David.
Run over?
There is a car! You know, I saw someone break down the lyrics. Like, Edwin's part. And what they did was like, y'all are losing the plot. You guys gotta listen to the lyrics, and they went through the lyrics of like what all that Edwin says, and he's like, see what he's trying to get at in these lyrics is that his name is Edwin, and he did in fact make the mimic, and it was very difficult for him to do it, and something went in horribly wrong.
Oh my god.
That was the whole synopsis. It was just reworking, just basically with the lyrics. I love it so much, especially since all the comments on the new Mimic trailer that Steel will announce for the new FNAF game is just that. It's just lyrics for the song.
No.
It's so beautiful. I wouldn't have this fandom any other way. Alright, fuck, do I have my coin? I do! Alright, you want me heads or tails?
Tails.
Alright.
Tails is always good.
I get to read!
Oh my god.
Yeah, I gain the ability to read, guys. Everything's gonna be great. I almost put my foot over the power circuit and almost destroyed my computer.
That would have been very, very smart.
Yeah. Oh, do you know those, like, you plug it into the wall and it gives you, like, 6 outlets and all that, and then there's, like, a little breaker thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know exactly what that is.
Yeah, I almost hit that switch, so I would have just turned off my entire system and, like, everything. I think it's a splitter. That just reminded me of shit. I will tell it later, though. Anyway, chapter 20, Enemy of My Enemy. I get to read about blood, violence, and serious injury. Oh my god, wait a minute. I want to predict shit now. These 2 chapters that we're going to be reading, I'm going to predict that, since they already hinted that the one responsible behind this is King K. Rool and whatnot, his gang of crocodiles, I'm going to predict that this chapter is going to be them going over to their territory, picking a fight, and, like, not only, like, are they responsible for the chain chomp thing, but they're also the ones stealing food and all that from the Kongs. And Luigi is somehow gonna get seriously hurt, and Bowser's gonna be the one to, like, protect him, like, from getting further hurt, whatnot, like, during the battle, whatnot, and, like, help heal him, like, put little bandages on his arms. And that's my theory, fanfiction theory. Thanks for watching.
That is your hypothesis. Oh, okay. Yeah,
so that's what I'm running with this. I don't know if any of it's gonna come true.
That's valid. That's valid.
Thank you. Alright. The throne room was engulfed in a cacophony of shouts. Scoots?
Not scoots.
I got another flashback when I said scoots.
Damn Minecraft scoot.
No, it's not even that. It's when I still worked in, like, the bakery, a guy came up to me with a cake and said, like, hey, can you do me a favor? First he asked me, like, how many servings did that cake have? He got a quarter sheet, and I'm like, oh, that one could serve, like, 12 to 24. And he's like, alright, good, can you just write Happy Birthday Scott on here? And I ran the back, wrote on it, fucking, my brain went somewhere else. I gave him back the cake, he looked at it, said thank you, started walking away, and then turned back and said you wrote Scoot. That's what it's got.
No, that is so funny.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, I think 2 O's instead of the 2 T's. And I went, oh, I'm so sorry, let me go fix that. He was like, you know what? It's fine, he'll get a kick out of this, thank you so much. So some random guy named Scott just got a birthday cake that said Happy Birthday Scoot.
Scoot.
Scoot. Of the cacophony of shouts and conversations. Amidst the chaos, the Koopa King stood resolute.
Resolute. There we go.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's go. His arms firmly crossed and his head cocked to the side. To the side. The terrified citizens of Kong Country, seeking refuge in Chief Crank's abode. Let's go. Watching on with what?
Trepidation.
Trepidation. I've never heard that word before. From a distance, Luigi could be seen tending to his brother's injured face, gently pressing an ice bag against his swollen cheek. You know what? I can do this. Addison?
Is it close? Close. That first letter.
Addend? Fuck.
Think about how the letter I is pronounced in Spanish.
E?
Uh-huh.
Eden.
No,
Fuck.
you had it close the first time.
Just tell me what it was.
Eat a 10.
Eat a 10. God.
You were really close. You were really close that first try.
Eat a 10 had not taken kindly to the unprovoked kick, sensing the situation's urgency, Cranky and Donkey Kong skillfully diffused the tension. "Everybody settle down," shouted the chief. DK stepped forward. "Listen here, lizard breath. Rule was chased out of Kong Country a decade ago," he growled. And none of this suits his style. Bowser scoffed. "Oh, is that pizza? Sorry, I got distracted." Which one's mine? Thank you, I love you.
No, send my hellos.
I said the bottom one
sorry.
is yours.
Thank you. Oopsies. Bowser scoffed. Stealing food and other supplies to weaken a nation is pretty standard, rule tactic. It's the way that it was without anything else. It fucked me up, he replied. "I'm certain he frightened the chain chomp and somehow got the eel into the lagoon. Only a coward like him would pull a stunt like that." "Rule hasn't been seen in years," DK persisted. "That's because he ran to the dark land." Oh, lore!
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of good lore this chapter, I think.
I'm ready. I got my notepad. I'm ready. He couldn't take over Kong Country, so he set his eyes on a kingdom he thought was weak. Silence. DK looked at his father, who was gripping his throne. After a moment, the chief stood up. "Rule did survive the battle. There's no point in denying it." The elderly ape leaned onto his cane, observing the fatigued expression of its subjects. Even Bowser appeared worn out, despite his limited exposure to battle. However, this wariness seemed to have plagued him for some time. The king had merely ceased concealing it, if only for a fleeting moment. Cranky sighed. "Can you tell us about your battle against Rule?" he asked. Bowser felt a surge of tension upon hearing the request. Discerning eye would notice his hands trembling ever so slightly. Is it Luigi? Is Luigi noticing that he's trembling a little bit because they're boyfriend? Anyway. He swiftly adjusted his position, discreetly tucking his hands beneath his arms. Bowser took a deep breath. "I'm assuming some time after you defeated him, he reorganized his forces and started his invasion onto my home," he began. "Rule basically did the same thing, weakening my kingdom, causing mass panic, and then moved in for the kill." Cranky narrowed his eyes. "You managed to defeat Rule, but didn't incarcerate him? Fuck, why?" A deep rumble built in his throat. After thrashing him, he ran out of the capital's safety zone. "I don't believe he would get out of the Darklands alive. After all, he has no idea how to survive out there. Plus, I had some more important things to take care of," Bowser responded curtly. "What was so important?" Suddenly asked Mario. That was my Italian voice right there. He stood up, holding the ice pack to his face. Mario glared at Bowser, demanding an answer. The king scoffed again. "My son was born. Is that a good enough answer for you?" What's
Mario.
Little baby! Little baby was born!
Yeah.
I thought some, like, fucked up shit. Well, I guess I don't know. Well, his son was born, so that implies that Bowser did have, like a wife at some point, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder
yeah.
Wait a minute. Is it implied that King K. Rool did something to his wife? Or, like...
You'll figure it out later.
Did he kill Bowser Jr.'s mother? Okay, sorry. I'm jumping ahead.
Yeah, you're a little jumpy, but that's okay.
I'm sorry.
I like hearing your theories. No, I like hearing your theories.
Yeah, you already... This is like when, like... This, I hate to bring back to One Piece and whatnot, but, like, this is when you started One Piece, but I'm, like, way ahead of you, and I'm, like, seeing you react to things, and I'm like, uh-huh, yeah, if that's your theory. Knowing how it's gonna be resolved.
Yeah, it's just I read so much that now I know all the spoilers. Oh, God.
Mario's expression dropped. Luigi stood up and grabbed his arm, silently scolding him. Cranky returned his attention to Bowser. "So, how do you best recommend we defeat him?" Gasps and protests erupted from the council, but Cranky quickly stopped them by thrashingly tapping his cane. King Bowser is also aware of Cruel's tactics, so he's a viable resource of information. He can help us, he said harshly. Muttering between agreement and disagreement began. DK's knuckle walking. Oh, I was like, what do you mean he's knuckle walking? I forgot he's a monkey.
Monkey.
For some reason, I'm just imagining a human do that. I'm like, what the sort of knuckle walking.
That guy, I'm sorry, that TikTok of that guy, he's like walking on his hands for so and so long.
You gotta show me that. Is it sandwiched in between like the Edwin and David shit that I said?
No! I didn't show it because I think you'd find it boring.
No, please do. I would love to see it. Oh,
gotcha.
Oh yeah, he was knuckle walking towards Bowser. Honestly, I don't care whose help we're getting, as long as I get to never see that ugly mug of his. Uglier, Bowser corrected. I fucked up his eye as a parting gift. Oh yeah, doesn't he have a fucked up eye? I'm learning the lore.
Oh my god, crazy.
The Kong chuckled upon hearing the grim news. It was somewhat satisfying to witness their anonymous consensus, even if it was resolved around their mutual disdain for the notorious King K. Rool. Bowser uncrossed his arms. It's still light out, and patience is not his strong suit. With the chain chomp out of commission, he's probably heading towards us as we speak. I thought the same thing. Oh yeah, if we combine our forces, we can end this as quickly as possible and once and for all, the chief added. Luigi cleared his throat, calling for their attention. He nervously stepped forward. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, he quoted. Just a little saying from Earth. Puts numbers together. Sorry.
Shut the fuck up! Ah, the stupid numblet.
You leave me and my numblets out of this.
You silly little nublet.
Yeah. Bowser and the Khans exchanged a glance before firmly shaking hands. Donkey Kong erupted with exhilaration, and a wave of enthusiasm swept through the others. Surprisingly, even the Koopa King and the Super Brothers displayed subtle smiles on their faces. The plan unfolded effortlessly. The combined might of both armies would unite to confront a formidable Rool. Formidable. This was difficult to put the pieces together. As everyone began war preparations, Bowser searched for Luigi. Oh my god, of course he is, because they're boyfriends. Anyway, during their last encounter, he was very sickly looking. He needed to make sure he was okay. The lingering fear he smelted onto him was frightening. Bowser wasn't about to go into battle without ensuring his friend was okay. You could just say that you're kidding. It's fine. This is a safe space. No one really paid him any mind. They were all too occupied preparing his weapons and armor or installing cannons on their vessels. Yeah, vehicles, fuck. The few who did spare him a glance quickly moved on. Seizing the opportunity, Bowser made his way towards a group of huts, tracing Luigi's familiar scent. But it wasn't hard to find. After all, there are only 2 humans in this world, and he only cared about one. The aroma of newly printed books and green tea was unforgettable, especially when it was provided with a lace of solace. Bowser's heart raced from a mere thought of talking to Luigi. But he quickly suppressed that feeling. After all, their presence seemed out of place given the current situation. As he approached a specific hut, he halted upon hearing a heated argument. Although Bowser could not comprehend the words, it was unmistakably Luigi was scolding Mario. Luigi glared at his brother. Would it kill you to drop your guard and give him a chance? I ain't reading all that in Italian. I'm not offending the entire country of Italy.
Italy's not real, it's okay.
It's not real? Shit, what am I?
What? Wait, what do you mean, what are you? Are you?
I'm 50% Italian. What's my other 50%?
50%?
Yeah, my mom's Italian. You didn't know the lore?
No, you never told me this lore!
Yeah, I'm mainly Italian, and then there's Hungarian and Polish.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there you go. Lore! I'm just doing my job. It looked like he was making a run for it. How? He stopped to explain things. Bowser peered through the window, observing the heated argument between Mario and Luigi. Although he couldn't quite grasp the details, the animated gestures and Mario's defensive stance indicated that Luigi was standing up for him. It appeared that Short Stack was accusing Bowser of something, but Greenie, being the little friend he was, refused to let it slide. Greenie!
Ah! Greenie.
Witnessing this act of loyalty brought a slight wag to Bowser's tail. Oh my god, it's so cute. Luigi crossed his arms and looked down. Mario rubbed the back of his neck. It's not exactly easy at taking things at face value, Lou, he said. The green-wearing twin looked up. I know, but he's really trying, Mario, he replied. I know it's unfair of me to ask you to put faith in him. He did kind of keep me prisoner, and you were worried to death about me. As Bowser listened to Luigi, his mind began to a jumble of mixed feelings. He couldn't help but acknowledge the truth in Luigi's words, and Mario had genuinely been concerned about his brother's well-being during his captivity. The guilt and shame had washed over Bowser were like old pals, always there to remind him of the blunders he had made in the past.
Keep that in mind. I need you to reread that and think about it.
Alright, hold on. The guilt and shame the guilt and shame had washed over Bowser were like old pals, always there to remind him of the blunders he made in the past. There you go, I reread it. Now my comprehension is there.
Woo!
Mario let out a sigh and glanced at his brother, fully aware of the internal battle he was feeling. Through their lives, Luigi had always been the more forgiving and compassionate one, a quality that Mario realized he could also strive to develop within himself. I get where you're coming from, Luigi, Mario said, his voice filled with empathy. But it's not just about what he did to you. It's about everything he's done to us, to the Mushroom Kingdom. How could we forgive all the pain and suffering he's caused to other kingdoms? Luigi nodded solemnly, acknowledging the truth of Mario's words. I know, he replied softly. But people can change. He hasn't forgotten what he did, and he never will. Bowser is genuinely trying to turn over a new leaf. Like in Animal Crossing New Leaf. Never mind. The kingdoms are doing the same. Mario raised an eyebrow skeptically, but he couldn't deny that there had been instances where Bowser had shown signs of remorse or even unexpectedly helped them. It was a confusing and conflicting situation for both of them. Luigi leaned against the table. No more fighting with Bowser. I mean it. Stupid, I don't know how to fucking say that. Thank you. He said with a warning glare. I'm not playing referee with your squabbles anymore. Trying to squabble. We all need to be one united front, especially now that we have to deal with this rule guy. Okay. I'll try to be less stubborn about Bowser. You don't have to use my full government name. Luigi narrowed his eyes, then playfully tugged at Mario's cap. He glanced at the window, where he noticed a familiar set of horns. His eyes widened as he kept the cap pressed down on Mario's face. You know, it would be best to make sure DK and his crew are all ready to go, he stammered. Mario tried to push his hands away. Why do I have to check on him? You and DK get along pretty fine. You're just pretending not to because you're still salty about you're losing to him. I am not. Mario successfully wrestled Luigi's hand away. He paused for a moment to rummage through his backpack. Why am I fucking up on this? Presumably, in search of his power-ups. Unbeknownst to Mario, Luigi steadily made his way towards the windowsill. The red plumber stood up and put some red flowers in his pocket. Oh, fire flowers. Fine, I'll go, he sighed. Here, don't forget your lightning bolts, he said, and threw the backpack to Luigi. Luigi nodded, not trusting himself to maintain a steady voice, and he caught the bag of electrified items. Mario made his way towards the door, urging Luigi to stay safe, and then left. Luigi inhaled deeply and turned around. Bowser appeared deep in contemplation, holding his arm and leaning against the wall. Without a second thought, Luigi playfully ruffled Bowser's hair. Alright, fangirl, let's calm down. They're like, you're just like, physical touch! They did it!
No, because it's a bit hypocritical, because you remember in the beginning when you were just like, oh my god, you get married!
Yeah. Are you okay? Luigi asked, tentatively?
Yeah, tentatively.
Tentatively, thank you. His voice filled with genuine concern. Bowser looked up, surprise evident in his eyes. He hadn't expected the gentle gesture or how quickly his anxiety would be soothed by it. Alright, I could hear you all the way from over here. I'm fine, Bowser muttered, his voice laced with a hint of vulnerability. Just a little shaken up, that's all. Luigi studied Bowser's face for a moment, noticing the exhaustion etching onto his features. It was as if the weight of the world rested on Bowser's shoulders. Luigi took off his hand and leaned against the windowsill. Bowser, you look as all right as me, he said with a dry chuckle. Bowser looked away. I'm fine, I mean it, he hissed. Luigi gave him a look. Okay, fine, the king relented. I'm a little concerned over this whole ordeal. Dealing with Rule again brings back bad memories. He did something, and I'm gonna call it! Luigi hummed.
New theory?
My theory is that he killed Bowser's wife, or well, I don't know if they were married at the time, but he definitely killed Bowser Jr.'s mom. I just want to put that out there.
Okay.
That's my theory. Also, was it established that Editen was born deaf?
Yeah.
Okay, because if it wasn't, my second theory was maybe during that battle he severely hurt Editen to the point that he can't hear anything anymore.
Gosh.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure Editen's always been. Always.
Yeah, I just didn't know if he was born like that or if it was an injury that made him permanent like that. Yeah. It makes sense. He did attack your home and pose a threat to your family. The king averted his gaze, desperately suppressing the creaking panic that consumed him. Would the depth of comprehension persist if he were to disclose the entire truth? Luigi's precision of him remain unaltered. Oh, fuck, man. Perception of him remain unaltered if Bowser revealed the genuine motive behind his failure to pursue Rule. What about Junior and Editen? Are they okay? Suddenly asked Luigi. Bowser shook his head. He stopped for a moment to clear his throat. Kamek's watching over him. He's most likely set out the protective barrier by now. Eden's probably with them too. I sent them to update Kamek on everything. The sudden commotion seized their attention, prompting Bowser to swiftly seize Luigi's arm and hastily towards the source. As they drew near, cacophony?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. The cacophony of revving engines. Oh, fuck. What are all these big words? Loud voices.
Boisterous?
Boisterous shouts and unmistakable cannon-like blasts grew louder. Upon their arrival, a scene of utter chaos unfurled before their eyes. A multitude of reptilian creatures, resembling crocodiles, fiercely slashing with the formidable Kongs and Koopas in a relentless battle. They wielded swords and spears with relentless fury, their attacks displaying a unwavering determination. Like an Undertale. Determination? Sorry. Each of these fearsome beings bore scars of scorching. Their once protective scales long gone, exposing raw and blistering flesh. The atmosphere grew heavy with the deafening clashes of metal meeting metal, and the primal, guttural roars that echoed through both sides intensified the ferocity of the conflict. The atmosphere was... I know this word!
You do.
Staggering?
No.
Saturated?
Yes.
They was saturated with Astrid's scent of gunpowder. Fuck, man! Astrid! Son of gunpowder, fermenting the very air they breathe.
Permeated.
Permeating the air that they're breathing. The ground beneath their feet was stained red. In the midst of this brawling battlefield, a colossal metallic behemoth emerged from the...
Yes!
Yeah! Let's go!
I'm cheering for you. Like, genuinely, you get these words right, and I'm just like...
Every time you're like, you got this! Emerged from the dense jungle, its presence commanding attention. Its formidable silhouette loomed tall and imposing, its thick armor gleaming ominously in the fading light of the sun. A profound sense of dread gripping the warriors as they bore witness to its unstoppable force, advancing relentlessly on its... does that say caterpillar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I was like, caterpillar. Caterpillar tracks. Oh, I get it. Okay, I got the image. Obliterating everything in its path with a unfathomable wrath akin to that of a vengeful deity. Its metal hide, its etching with scars and battle wounds, a testament of its unsustainable appetite for victory. As an ancient fortress of... What?
Insatiable.
I'm gonna die. Insatiable.
Okay, you're almost done, you're halfway.
Yeah. Only halfway. As an ancient fortress brought back to life, it's sporting a formidable cannon that rested patiently upon its broad shoulders, ready to unleash devastation upon all who dared cross his path. The king growled and snorted smoke. What the fuck is that? Bowser, Luigi whispered and slowly reached for him. Without warning, as I scroll, the Terrans... Does that say swiveled?
Yeah.
Okay, swiveled towards their attention and fired. As the deafening boom echoed through the air, a fiery projectile shot forth from the cannon, hurtling towards Luigi and Bowser. Time seemed to slow down as Luigi's heart raced in his chest. With a surge of adrenaline, they managed to put Bowser out of harm's way just in the nick of time. Wait a minute! Is Luigi gonna be okay?
Keep reading, we'll find out.
Try! The ground shook violently as the projectile crashed into the earth, causing a massive explosion, him sprawling out onto the cold, hard ground. He could feel the heat of the flames licking at his back as he desperately scrambled upon regaining his footing. Bowser, momentarily stunned by Luigi's selfless act, quickly regained his composure and extended a claw hand to help him up. Okay, he's fine. You got any power-ups? He shouted. Luigi reached into his pocket. I got some lightning bolts. Get to high ground. Knock some of those, what does that say? Kremlings out and break their formation. Becoming unceremoniously?
There's no T.
Fuck. Where the fuck did I pull the T out of? Unceremoniously?
And? Keep grabbing that T from somewhere.
Can you just tell me how to say it?
Unceremoniously.
Unceremoniously, thank you. Threw the plumber hero over his shoulder and ran away from the smoldering building. The tank swirled to life and seemed to chase after them. Fighting Kongs and Kremlings jumped out of the way, lest they be crushed. As Bowser and Luigi sprinted away from the smoldering building, the ground beneath them trembled with each thunderous step of the pursuing tank. The menacing growls of the Kremlings echoing through the air, their determination to capture the duo evident in their relentless pursuit. Luigi's heart raced as he clung tightly onto Bowser's broad shoulders, his mind racing for a plan to turn the tide in their favor. He knew that his lightning bolts could prove a temporary advantage, but they needed a strategical approach to make the most of it. Bowser grabbed him by the waist and lifted him up. "Grab that ladder. I'll drag them away," he ordered. T chattered like crazy. Luigi obliged and started climbing. Bowser turned around and exhaled a tyrant of flames. Pursuing Kremlings screeched and backed away. As the flames engulfed the pursuing Kremlings, Bowser's menacing presence alone was enough to send them scurrying in fear. Luigi, still trembling from the intense heat, continued his ascent up the ladder. Suddenly, a new engine sound cut through the chaos. A large truck broke out of a garage. Mario held on to its side as DK drove. As the truck roared to life, DK and Mario shouted words of encouragement to Luigi, urging him to keep climbing. The intense heat from Bowser's flames made it difficult for Luigi to maintain his grip on the ladder, but he pushed through, determined, again, to reach the top. With each step Luigi took, the truck grew closer, its engines drowning out the sound of chaos around it. The combined efforts of DK and Mario had brought them to a much-needed lifeline in this dire situation. Mario launched fireball after fireball while DK swerved the truck around in a circle and charged straight for the tank, ramming into it at full speed. Kongs hooted with glee. Yeah, they sure did. The impact sent shockwaves like that one Transformer that you really like.
Oh my god, you remember?
I remembered! Echoed through the battlefield, causing the tank to tear on its tracks. As smoke billowed from its wreckage, Luigi and his companions seized the opportunity to regroup and catch their breath. The chaos around them momentarily subsided, allowing them a brief respite from the relentless onslaught. The Kremlings, Fortitude flattered. Oh, faltered. Flattered? The once confident and fearsome warriors now stood shaken and disoriented. The sight of their prized tank reduced to a smoldering heap that shattered their morale. Luigi, his heart pounding with adrenaline, took advantage of this momentary weakness. He crushed a lightning bolt within his grasp and sent a dozen shots down from the heavens, giving a good few of them the shock of a lifetime. Damn, you broke my ride! The still smoldering tank wreckage was shoved roughly to the side. A large Kremling emerged from the smoke, wiping blood from their snout. A crimson oh my god, wait, this is King Cruel! Oh my god, it's the guy!
It's the guy!
It's him! He made the mimic, sorry. Hello, find them. The sunlight revealed that they were adored with golden wristbands. Their large belly was covered with a sheet of gold armor. The Kremling's jagged jaws were bored with a growl. Like the other crocodilians?
That's good enough.
Yeah. This one had a serious burn mark running down the left side of its face. One of their eyes was bulging and showing clear signs of serious infection. And Bowser's just like, I did that shit. Bowser let out a deep snarl and clenched his fist, flames escaping the sides of his mouth. The Kremling chuckled, his voice rough and grating. Hello, King Bowser. It's your good old pal, King K. Rool, he explained with a childish enthusiasm. You should have died in the Darklands, he growled, the Koopa King. I should have left you on that street corner where I found you. But you didn't. K. Rool chuckled. I'm a tough motherfucker to kill, he replied. Besides, my death would have been guaranteed. What? Would have been guaranteed hadn't you wussed out. God, I was like, I can't comprehend what this said. Bowser's eyes narrowed as he glared at King K. Rool, his anger intensifying with each word. The flames surrounding him grew hotter, reflecting the fury burning within him. He took a step forward, his massive frame towering over the Kremling. You dare mock me, K. Rool? Bowser snarled, his voice dripping with venom. I may have underestimated you once, but I won't make that mistake again. K. Rool chuckle turned into a sinister laugh as he taunted Bowser further. Underestimated? No, my dear Bowser, you underestimated yourself. You had the chance to get rid of me for good, but you chose to cower and hide instead. The Koopa King gripped at his fist, tightened even more, his claws digging into his palms. The memories of that fateful encounter in the Darklands flooded him back. The fear that had consumed him and led to his retreat. Every exhale that was clouded by smoke. King K. Rool stepped forward. And to think that a mere 7 months ago you had 7 power-ups under your belt and did absolutely nothing with them, he scoffed. Talk about a real letdown. I don't know if I should scream shut up. but
You don't have to.
Yeah, thank you. Bowser rushed forward and threw a punch at Rool's left side. The king hissed in pain and jumped back, surprisingly nimble for some of his size. Yeah, that guy's a big motherfucker. He touched his injured face. That was a cheap shot, he growled. Says the one who can't take the full might of the kingdom, he snarled Bowser. You think I'm a failure? You're not even a real king. You gave yourself that title. You starve kingdoms to weaken them and then attack when they're at their most vulnerable. You're all bark and no bite, Rool. The Kremlin King launched himself at Bowser, who grabbed and slammed him to the ground. K. Rool kicked the Koopa King off of him, then struck his face. Soon both of them started exchanging blows. Kongs and Gremlins around them battled, cheering for their respective champion. The Green Plumber watched with a scream in his throat as large beings fought. Bowser blocked Rool with his arms before striking with certainly bone-crushing punches. Rool, possibly protecting his armored scales and fueled by anger, showed no signs of backing down and continued forward. The Koopa King swept him off his feet with his tail and stomped his foot down, aiming for Rool's head. The other royal snarled and rolled out of the way as oh my god, no, I'm just realizing we're just watching Super Mario Smash Bros. Basically. Just realizing that. They're doing like the blocking and like the all the strats. They're playing like sweats right now.
Wow.
As Bowser's foot crashed onto the ground, creating a small tremor, King K. Rool swiftly rolled to the side, narrowly avoiding the devastating blow. With a quick recovery, he lunged forward, his sharp claws extending towards Bowser's vulnerable underbelly. Bowser anticipated the attack and swiftly brought his massive arms down in a powerful defensive motion. The clash of their formidable strength reverberated?
Yeah.
Yippee! Through the battlefield as iron and gold clashed together. The sheer force of their confrontation was frightening. Jumping away from his adversary, he shot a fiery blast, hitting the crocodile square in the chest and causing him to scream in agony. Taking advantage of this, Bowser closed in and hit him with an uppercut to the chin. The impact of Bowser's uppercut, I just read this word, reverberated through the air, momentarily disorientating the crocodile. King K. Rool coughed and spat out a tooth. Well, I be damned, he groaned while struggling to his feet. Where was this fighting spirit on that day? The Kremlin yanked his cape off and threw it at Bowser, the heavy fabric snagging onto his horns. Twisting his wrist, Rool wrapped the fabric around his head and pulled the king towards him, slamming his knee against his face. Bowser roared and sliced at the cape with his claws, freeing himself. As the cape fell to the ground, Bowser's fiery eyes glowed with fury. Oh, fiery eyes grew with fury. He lunged forward, his massive frame shaking the very ground beneath him. The Kremlin, undeterred by Bowser's retaliation, swiftly sidestepped the attack and countered with a lightning-fast kick to Bowser's side. The impact of Bowser's stumbling backwards, momentarily stunned. Seizing this opportunity, King K. Rool pressed on relentlessly, with a sinister grin spreading across his face. He launched himself into the air and brought his powerful fist crashing down upon Bowser's shell. Bowser hit the ground hard. He groaned, his body bruised and bloodied. King K. Rool recovered his breath. You think you're so high and mighty, his words slurred with delirium. You have the second biggest army in the world, yet crumbled to 2 little plumbers and a pinky princess. He grabbed Bowser by the tail there. Oh my god, Mario 64 reference. Sorry. Threw him against a stone wall, his shell hitting it with a gruesome crack. Did his shell break? Bowser screamed in pain and tried to stand to his feet. Bowser and DK tried to get to him, but were interrupted by a missile. Oh, intercepted, fuck. Well, I mean, still interrupted. Kremlings had managed to repair the tank and were mercilessly firing at them. Oh my god, if Luigi doesn't fire a lightning bolt at King K. Rool and just kill him, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Mario and DK quickly dove out from the truck and ran to the cover behind nearby debris. That does it. Yeah. Narrowly avoiding the incoming missile, the ground shook violently as the explosion shook the air. Dust and rumble filled the atmosphere, making it difficult to see or breathe. Luigi grinded his teeth, then headed towards the ladder. He looked down and yelped as more crocodiles waited for him. Luigi grabbed the metal, electrifying the metal. The Kremlings hissed and swiftly moved away. The trapped plumber whimpered in fear and looked back at Bowser, a chill running down his spine. Rool stopped just a few feet from the struggling king. He tapped his bruised chin. You know, I'm kind of disappointed. I was expecting to see the full Koopa family, he said. Your old man, well, one of them at least, is being a pain in my ass and protecting those fine-looking ships that I want. He took another step forward. Your kid's a pain too, he scoffed. Him and that damn paintbrush sure do to pack a punch. I forgot that he has a paintbrush. All the references are coming together.
Woo!
Rool looked down at the king, grimacing with a large crack in the shell. Oh, shit. I was right! Leaning over his knees. He leaned on his knees. Oh, yeah. Leaned over his knees. Fuck. But you know who I haven't seen? He asked. I haven't seen a single glimpse of the Koopa with the silver scales. What the fuck? How do you pronounce that? Sino? I'm gonna say it's Sino. Where's Queen Sino? Did you also lose your marriage? Oh, holy shit. I'm getting lore.
Lore.
He threw his head back, bursting into laughter. The Koopa King stood frozen, his eyes locked on Rool in utter disbelief. Suddenly, the air around them grew tense, as if charged with an invisible force. Bowser's hand clutched onto the wall tightly, the stone radiating an intense heat. Rool recoiled, his body instinctively retreating. Leaning against the wall, the Koopa King swayed lightly, his presence becoming increasingly ominous. His once golden scales began to darken, transforming into the deep, foreboding black. His horns gaining an additional curve and a harsher edge, and his body expanded before their very eyes. Kremlings and Kongs alike started to retreat from the growing behemoth. K. Rool growled and raised his fist. What? Was it something I said? He gestured. Before he could hide the quavering of his voice, at alarming speed, the giant form of Bowser struck him, sending him flying across the area. Bowser's voice seemed to shake the earth itself when he said, "You never mentioned that monster's name." Holy shit. Holy
what
shit,
do you think?
I took forever! I just looked at the time!
Are we gonna leave it at that, or I can't see the time?
Dude, I just looked, I'm like, how long was I reading for? It says 50 minutes.
Oh! Do we have time for another one?
I don't know, are you a fast reader? How long is this one?
I don't know. How long does it usually? It takes me like what?
Dude, I feel like these are getting longer.
I don't know.
Dude, dude, wait, I want to go back. Well, hold on. What did he mean by don't mention that monster's name? Was his wife a bad was his wife a horrible woman? Was that what they mean?
We'll have to keep reading and find out.
Wait, I'm theorizing. Hold on.
Theorize, my friend.
Cause yeah, he didn't go fucking Super Saiyan at the mention like that King K. Rool was fucking up Kamek or his son and whatnot. But the mention of the dead queen fucking sent him over the edge to the point of never mention that monster's name. It's the way that he said that. I'm like feel like Queen Athena was a horrible person. What were you gonna say?
I want you to reread Bowser's reaction to when he first mentioned her.
Oh fuck, hold on, now I gotta go back. Where's the queen? Did you also lose your marriage? He threw his head back, bursting into laughter. Why did I think wait. Okay.
No, that's Wolf's reaction.
Oh, sorry. I was like, was I reading it wrong? He stood frozen, his eyes locked on Rowan in utter disbelief. Oh. I don't know how to feel.
What? So what do you think would happen if your eyes just like froze? You know, you sort of just froze, and you're just stuck there. Like, what do you think that would be?
I feel like if I was in that state, it would be like over like a thing of shock, you know?
Uh-huh.
Like like I said, and they even said like an utter disbelief of like.
But if you were to rephrase that as like a different emotion, what would you pick that as?
Joline, you just saw me take 50 minutes to read this. You think I have comprehension?
My bad. Do you think we'll end it at 1, or should we try another?
Dude, I don't think we have time for it. I wish you could read it in 10 minutes.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. We'll just agree next time we read Bowluigi, you start first. Because we all know that I can't fucking read to save my life. Oh fuck, that whole thing gave me the vibe of I'll send you the clip later, but it comes from like class of 09, they're trying to teach this kid how to read. He's in high school and they give him like red fish, two fish, and like all that shit. And you're like, you picked a hard one on purpose. Like him reading it reminded of me reading this, so it was just like like for trying my best.
Look at all these really long all these long words.
I'm like, yo, why'd they throw all these punches out? I'm just trying to read. Hey, I did some good. Behemoth? Look at that.
Yeah, Behemoth was good.
Behemoth
was good.
Some of the other ones I said, I don't remember. But yeah, no,
Very proud of you.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that I got some of this lore down.
I think the one thing you got was that K. Rool was also doing the thievery of the stuff. Well, do you have any theories for next time?
Well, we just learned that Bowser's shell got fucking cracked and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
What I want to see is like well, I don't know if they'll do this. But since Bowser's in like some kind of like demon form right now, like ultra fucking, he just went Super Saiyan at the end. Is he gonna lose fucking control on himself, and Luigi's gotta be like, "Stop! You're not like this." But also, I would really like a scene where they like Luigi like comforts Bowser afterwards. Bowser relieves like all this like trauma that he was like thinking about telling Luigi by the windowsill, and Luigi helps him try to like amend his shell. I don't know how fucking cracked it is. It could just be split in half. I don't know.
Oh gosh, yeah.
But like, that would be a bonding moment right there. Sharing trauma and him helping like fix him up after the battle. It would be really cute, and really it would be a nice moment.
It would be a nice moment if that were to happen.
I hope it does. Vote now.
Vote now. Put in the comment section. We put a poll.
Yeah, you can't even put poll. Oh, yeah, there's a poll in the description. There's nothing
in the description. Yeah. It's just the word poll.
Yeah, there's a poll, and I just like, there it is. All right, shall we spin the wheel?
I guess so.
Okay. You sound sad about it.
Bowluigi. I'll do double to make up for this time.
Me reading that Bowluigi's chapter was like 1 fascia, 2 Alright, I'm ready. You know what I'm hoping for?
Oh, God.
I'm hoping for the law one or Soul to a Gang Leader. Not because we're so close to finishing the law one, I feel like we should just hope.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Or Sanji. And yes, I know you want Bowluigi. What else is new?
Yes, please! This is fine. This is fine.
So it's your gang leader. You know, I can roll with that. We can make fun of Carter Grayson.
It's been a while since we've been able to make fun of Carter Grayson.
No, we don't have to read the book to make fun of him.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Anytime
we don't like to talk about him outside the book.
I think I bring him up sometimes. Like the name comes up, and I'm like, oh. Fucking Carter Grayson. Have the
if I ever meet a Carter Grayson, I'm literally just gonna be like, I literally won't be able to say anything. Yeah. They're just gonna burst into laughter.
No, that's the thing. Red flag number 1, their name's Carter Grayson.
That is true.
Second red flag, they have a snake tattoo.
If they have a snake tattoo and their name is Carter Grayson, that is over.
Yeah, you run the other direction as fast as possible.
I don't care if it's for friendship, I don't care if it's for work. I'm sprinting. Especially if he's got rules for me. Could you imagine?
Yeah, don't let a man tell you what to do. Especially if their name's Carter Grayson.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been eyeing this pizza that's came in here. Because I was just like, oh, after I finish reading this chapter, I'll get to eat my pizza while Jolene reads. I didn't realize it was going to take an hour. No, I'm excited for Soldier Gang Leader.
That's the first. You normally aren't excited for Soldier Gang Leader.
I'm excited to shit on this fictional man.
Honestly, you're so real for that.
Yeah.
You know what I kind of want to do?
What?
I want to put all the characters I've liked throughout the ages, and then I have you rank them. I think that'd be really funny.
Yeah. I should give you all the characters I've ever liked over the years, and you just put them all in like D tier.
And look, wait, Law exists.
And so does Sanji and Zoro and Usopp.
Dude, I would definitely rank some of them higher than what you rank some of yours.
I know.
I can't believe you put Gajil so low. That's crazy.
How about we do it right now?
Bet.
Alright. Well, anyway, thank you guys for watching me struggle to read a chapter. Appreciate that. Please don't make fun of me in the comments. They're like, oh my god, this bitch can't read the word exaggerated.
Oh no. They knew determination though, so it's like, a win.
Yeah, I read determination 3 times. There's your Undertow reference. Anyway, Jolene, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
It's always a pleasure.
Thank you for being my moral support.
Of course.
Yeah, and I can't wait to record with you again.
I can't wait to teach you how to read.
Thank you. On screen is a playlist of all the other Wattpad book club readings that I've done in the past. There's some with Joline in it. There's some with Sage and Lego. So
woo! Sage! Lego!
Yeah! Let's go!
Yeah!
They're on that playlist too, so we'll check that out. And also, the last Wattpad book club that was uploaded is also on screen, so check that out if you haven't. But any final words?
Send me money. Give me money. That's it.
Alright, powerful words.
Powerful words. Give me money. Money.
Money. But anyway, my name is Phoenix, that was Jolene, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye!